Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel.
Woo, woo.
And today we're here to discuss Canada's Drag Race Season 3, Episode 8, The Masquerade Ball. But before we get into that, I got to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family. We've been getting so much love these past few weeks. We just want to continue the growth and the joy. So go ahead and subscribe and have a good time with us, okay?
Yes. Join us, all
Join us.
309 of you now.
Join us, please. So, LaCresha, what did you think of this episode of Canada's Drag Race?
This was a good episode.
It really was. We had a week of good episodes and several good lip syncs. There was one lip sync that was not good, Sleeker Celebrity. But we'll get to that
Later on this week.
later on this week.
Later on this week.
Secret Celebrity should be tomorrow
on the Creation and Desmond show. Which technically should be like the Desmond and Creation show. But I think he went in alphabetical order.
Yeah, I went in alphabetical order. I'm big on alphabetical order. It bothers me when things like when titles are not in alphabetical order. I'm like, it's Creasha and Desmond. Even if we went by last names, your name would still be before mine. So it's just like, I just hate it. Now, if we would have went by LaCresha, then it would have been me. But I like the sound of Creasha and Desmond better than Desmond and LaCresha.
Right.
It rolls off the tongue a little better, Creasha.
Better than McGill and Tanner.
Hell, McGill and Tanner, we sound like a law firm.
McGill and Tanner law firm.
We'll get you right.
We'll make sure you beat those taxes.
I got blurry. But we'll continue anyway. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode.
Yes. It had some really good moments.
It did have some good moments. It had I really wanted a certain queen to win, but I understand why that queen didn't win. I'm definitely going to be talking about that if I ever become blurry. There we go. Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Anyway, let's go ahead and share this here screen so we can get up into this gig, honey. All right, so we start off with saying goodbye to Ermagerd. We're gonna miss you.
Thank you ever so.
So, they say goodbye to Irma and they're wiping away her message. They're sitting down and they congratulate Gisele on winning the lip sync. And then Vivian for winning this week's challenge.
Yes. Gisele looks like she could be a Celine Dion impersonator.
Yeah, and she really jinxed herself right here. I think I'm the only one who hasn't lip synced. As soon as she said that, I knew she was going home. And it hurt my feelings because they love to tell a story, so they want to drop that little tidbit right here.
That little hint right there.
And I'm like, damn it! I'm like, who's gonna send my girl home? Oh, I'm be mad. I thought it was gonna be fierce because they've been having this little friendly rivalry going on the past few days. But that wasn't the case, but we'll get into it. So we walk into the workroom the next day. They're sitting here. Miss Thing is getting on my nerves.
Yes. Fierce-alicious. The queen you love to hate. She is on some diabetic bullcrap.
Shut up, Christian Walker. God, shut up. But anyway, now this message here, did it give you makeover challenge more than a masquerade ball?
Kind of.
Because for the message, I'm like, I would think this would be a makeover.
I think because I knew it was supposed to be a masquerade ball, I was like, oh, okay.
But I was listening to it and I try to listen as if I don't know the challenge, and I'm like, this really sounds like we're finna do a makeover.
Right. And then it didn't help that they were like in family, and everybody was like, wait, what?
Yeah, which we saw why the family part here in a minute.
Right.
But yeah, it was just, I thought it was a makeover. And I wonder why we were cutting the episode. I'm really confused on why we're cutting the episode this season. I'm not sure if it's because of Canada versus the world. They had to end this early so that they can get into Canada versus the world, or I don't know. But I was like, we'll get to it. So Brad walks in and he announces that we're getting messages just like from season 2 of their loved ones. So right now we see Giselle's partner, Hugo.
Yes. Hugo.
Kimmy's mother, Lourdes.
Lourdes. I love that name.
Yes. Vivian's dad, Paul. Live for him.
Who was a hoot and a half.
Live for him.
Yes.
Jada's friend, Baby Bell Bell.
Yes.
And then Miss Delicious mother, Luminita. Oh, hello, Thunder. I didn't know it was supposed to rain tonight.
It was supposed to rain yesterday.
Yeah, and we didn't get none.
And none.
Well, as the songwriter says, the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. If you know that song, you're a real one. So Brad then announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is the Masquerade Ball. And we're gonna have 3 categories. The first one, they want to see your gender fuckiest drag. And the category is Mask for Mascara.
Yes.
And then you need to be the mistress of the skies and serve us incognito. I love that.
Incognito.
I love incognito. I'm like, because I love to say I'm incognito. So when he said incognito, I'm like, yes, I love the wordplay. The wordplay. And apparently the pit crew was off. I'm like, girl, what a pit crew?
Yeah. Did somebody catch something? Did they have had a pit crew this season?
Yeah. Wait, have they?
I was wondering. Let us remind us down below, because I don't remember ever having a pit crew.
I think they did. Yeah, because a pit crew brought out the glasses for the reading challenge, I think.
One person did.
I think. But yeah, like what was going? Is that the reason why we're ending the season early? Was people starting to get sick?
I don't know.
Because remember, there was like 3 weeks we didn't see Brad.
Right.
But hey, all right, well, let's just continue on, honey. So they're gonna have to make their 3rd outfit from the material off the fabric wall based off of these masks. And I'm like, oh, these are some pretty cute masks.
Right.
So if you had a choice of a mask, which one would you want to use?
I probably would have went with the purple mask. Because I like that color combo.
I think I would have gone for this silver and lace one here, me personally. I think I would have went for that. Because that and the gold and black one was calling my name, but I think I would have gone for the silver and lace one. I really do.
Yeah.
But because Vivian won last week's challenge, she gets to pick who gets what mask to inspire their outfit behind. So she gave Kimmy this pink feathery one. She gave the purple one the fierce, golden one to Jada, the silver and lace one to Gisele, and she kept the silver and black one with the bow top.
Right.
With the
bow. I would have incorporated. Well, I guess she did incorporate that bow tie some kind of way.
And she did.
Kind of.
So let's get to the main stage.
Hello, Marilyn.
Before we get to that, I didn't get a screenshot, but Kimmy, it was never your fault, honey.
No.
It was never your fault. I don't want to get into it because you start talking about deep stuff like that, the YouTube people start going, eh.
Right.
It was never your fault, honey.
It is never anybody's fault.
It is never anybody's fault.
It is never, ever. They're the choices other people make for you.
Yes.
That means that it is not your fault. Yeah, you could have fought. Yeah, you could have said no. And, fight or fight instinct. Sometimes there's fight, there's flight, and there's freeze. And sometimes you just kind of let things happen and people take that as consent, and it's not.
It's not. Honey. I'm a weird creature because you said there's the fight, there's the flight, or there's the freeze. Depending on the situation, depends on what I do.
Right.
Oh, the neighbors is loud, honey. I am recorded. Anyway.
Growing up with me in my situations, fight or flight never really occurred. Like the most my flight became would be like me trying to remove myself from a room or certain situation or wherever I thought that person was, or trying to remove myself from their vicinity. But if they caught up to me, then eventually that fight or flight would just become a freeze. And I would just like, okay, I'm just gonna let it happen. And then if I sit here, I let them get what they want, then eventually they will go away.
Yes, but it was never your fault, Kimmy.
So no, Kimmy, it was never your fault.
So Miss Brooklyn here. As you
Yes.
said, giving Miss Marilyn and I lived. I love this.
And doing it better than Kim
LaCresha.
Kardashian.
Period. Period.
Okay.
Period. We were joined by Brad and Tracy as always, and our special guest judge, Leslie Hampton. Lovely.
I loved her.
I
loved her.
Lovely, honey.
Yes.
Lovely.
She was great.
They had some really good judges this season. They really have.
Yes.
They really have.
This has been a good year for judges.
In general, like franchise.
Like just across the franchise.
Yeah, they've been doing really good with the judges this year.
I think they're finally picking fans instead of picking just famous faces.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a book you want to promote? Cool. Come on. You've never seen the show. That's fine. Come on. Another one of Miss Brooklyn here. So the first
that look.
Huh?
I said I love that look.
Me too. This is probably my favorite look she's done this season.
Yes, she looks so good. Brooklyn, follow us.
The first category is Mask for Mascara. First is Gisele Lullaby. I lived for this.
Yes, John Paul Gaultier.
As much as this queen rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know why. From week one,
you know what? Sometimes you just get them feelings. With the artists we were talking about earlier, those are the vibes I get from them.
Yeah, like it's just something from the beginning just didn't sit right in my spirit about Gisele.
Mm-hmm.
I give props when props are due, and this is a good look.
Yes.
Up next is Kimmy Couture.
I love the blue velvet.
I love everything from head to toe, honey. This is my favorite.
Yes, even little nipple ring.
Mask category. Like, yes, so good. And baby, if I didn't know any better, I thought that was her real beard. I would have thought she was a bearded queen.
Hey.
If I didn't know any better.
Yes.
This was so good. So good. Up next is Fierce Delicious, giving us a little education on this day. Now,
I love this.
I love this. It's a little baggy in the front, though. It looks a little baggy.
Oh, I got me a little lightning, too.
And then the back here. Lovely.
Yes, lovely gal.
Lovely gal. Up next is Vivian Vanderpuss. I didn't like this look.
Not my favorite.
Like, I got where she was going, but it
was a great excuse to not tuck.
It didn't work though.
The wig, I love the wig. That is my favorite part of this whole outfit because other than that, the rest of it I love the shoes.
I love these shoes, honey.
Like, the shoes are good too.
These shoes gave it to me.
I don't like the leather stockings coming up.
Yeah, the garters. She was saying, "Oh, this from the '60s and that from the '70s." I'm like, honey, if you would have just fully committed to one era, I could get it. I feel I can.
Right. I mean, she tried to combine several centuries worth of fashion statements and put them in one incohesive outfit.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Jada Shader. Miss Jada Shader, honey.
Like Don King.
Baby.
I was gagged.
I was like, oh, baby, she's serving this episode. She said,
I am making it to the top. I don't know what you're trying to say to me.
Baby. The next category is Incashito. Up first is Gisele Lullaby. She was started off here, and we ended up here. This is stunning.
This is good. I love those shoes. I cannot wear like a backless heel like that. I would fall over.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't care was the actual transition, the actual reveal. It
was too slow and a little messy.
Sloppy, honey, it was, but the outfit here is amazing.
The end result was worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the structured skirt.
Yes, I love the ruffles that are flowing behind it. Actually, this could work for the All-Star 6 promo. Really? Up next is Kimmy Couture. I like the idea of this.
Just the reveal afterwards.
Girl, what does this? It doesn't connect.
That part. Was this like an outfit for another category that they just didn't do, and you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna whip it out
But
now"?
can we talk about this though?
But it's a good look.
Fucking slay.
It just was not the category.
It just didn't fit what she was trying to portray. But damn, it looked good. Oh, it looked good. I live. I had to get another screenshot of it. I live. Up next is Miss Delicious.
Yes, this was
And I love that
gorgeous.
she got to represent some of her culture. And then she
Mhm.
gave us some Josephine Baker.
Yes, I was gooped. I was gagged.
My
I was
only
like,
thing is, it's just a bra and penny.
but how often does she give just bra and
I know
panties?
she don't give it often, so it's not like, but it's just.
I mean, but that's the outfit though. Like, if you look at pictures of Josephine Baker in the banana outfit, that's all it is a bra and panty with bananas attached to it.
I fully understand that. Like I know the reference, but it's just a bra and panty. And they tried to make it sound like this was just some amazing thing that she did, and I love the reference. I
think
do.
they were more or less the cultural reference of the outfit
Oh, baby, the cultural
into.
live. I just wish she would have chose somebody else because this just seemed a little too easy for her. Because I hate to be that person, but if Jada would have done this, they would have read her. They would have. It's just the reality with Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
This is stunning. I'm not saying it's not stunning. I love this look. I love this look, but it's just a bra and panty. Up next is Vivian Vanderpuss. First, she came out as this chef here, and then she revealed to this. I thought this was cute, real campy.
Yeah, it was very campy.
I enjoy a little camp. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy a little camp. So I thought this was real cute. I love the pasta for the nipples and the pasta coming off the plate here, going down the skirt.
It looked like little hairy nipples.
I thought that was really good. Really good. Jada Shada Hudson. She started up here and she went here. I do agree with the critiques. You just went from a drag queen to another drag queen.
Yes.
And I truly feel like this is why she didn't get the win.
Yeah.
Because this was just, cute drag queen, cute drag queen.
Yeah.
This would have been great if the category was just, give us a reveal.
Right.
But in Conchito, yeah, this didn't work, honey. This didn't work. Still lovely. I'm still giving it a 2. But I understand why, they bumped her down a few points.
Right.
So the final category of the night is Masquerade Eleganza Extravaganza. I'm sorry. I like saying extravaganza after eleganza, so I was upset that wasn't there, but I will be quiet. Up first is Gisele Lullaby. This is stunning.
Yes. She did good.
Not finished at the bottom, and baby, you saw that clearly when she was walking. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, because it looked very uneven.
Yes, but just cut that off. This is amazing.
Right?
Baby, and I got it. Cinderella's going to the ball, honey. We gonna have a good time, honey. It was just, yeah, I really enjoyed this look. And I agree with the judges. If she would have focused more on her garment, she probably could have finished that down there.
Right. But that's always the case.
It really
that is. And the fact that she melted her dress a little bit, kind of.
That was a setback as well. That I was sitting there and I'm like, Lord, I was afraid she was gonna be in the bottom. I'm like, she's not gonna be able to finish. She's
right, because she did try. You could tell she was trying. She was just like, look, I'm gonna give you verbal directions. If you cannot follow my verbal directions, I don't know what to tell you.
Up next is Kimmy Couture. I like the original idea she was going with, and I hate that she got discouraged on how long it takes to make ruffles.
Right.
I'm like, honey, if you would have cracked down, I think you could have got the ruffles down. I think you could have. Yes. Do I still think this is cute? Yes, but compared to everybody else, it does lack. In those shoes, how many times she gonna wear them damn shoes?
all the time.
She has worn these shoes at least 5 times this season. I'm like, honey. Huh. Is there anything else you want to add to Kimmy's look? Up next is Fierce Delicious. Stunning.
Yes.
Stunning.
That was, oh my God. I was like, she pulled that out.
Her and Jada, we're going to get to her in a minute.
Yes.
For them to be the hot glue girls, they said,
they said, we're going to throw out the sewing machine this time. We're going to become some sewing.
Maybe they was giving their best effort, and look at this, is stunning.
Right? The only thing that was missing from that was maybe a little lace.
Yeah, maybe. But for her not to be able to sew, I think she did an amazing job.
Really good, though.
Got the chains here on the side and over the shoulder. I wish the chains were more like maybe a silver color so they'll pop out more, because I
wish they were rhinestone.
Yeah, like so that they could pop out more, because until she stated it, I didn't realize the chains were on her shoulder. I know,
or on her hips.
I saw them on the hip, but when she said they're on the shoulder, I'm like, oh, they are. Oh, okay. Just blends in with the skin, but amazing job. Vivian Vanderpuss. There's no shape here, honey. She is giving plankton realness. And she is. And I love me some Vivian, honey. But yeah, if this has some shape, she might have been safe. No, she wouldn't have. No, she wouldn't have. Thinking about Gisele's and Jada's, no. But I just wish it had some shape. It's very flat. Very flat. I like the idea too. Also, you can't see the tail of the coat, but I wish the tail was long enough for it to be a train behind her. I think that
probably would have made a difference.
I think,
and there's not really too much like white on that. She went like black and silver with white hair, and I would have incorporated the bow tie. It was on the statue. I would have put it on there.
Well, that was weird. Yeah, I agree. I was looking for the bow tie. I'm like, well, where is it, honey?
Jada said, I'm gonna give you ball, honey. I love the brocade up top. I'm so glad she added that.
Bitch, this is the makeup. Look at that is the best makeup she's done all season. The wig is right with God. This outfit and the way it flowed down the runway.
Yes. They were like, we have a problem with the fact that you chose jersey knit, but knowing that you can't sew. Yes, and you have no idea how hard jersey knit is to sew. Because it stretches.
Oh, it's just so good. And I was worried about her, especially when she sewed the dress and she didn't have a hole for her head. I'm saying, this is so good. I am beyond proud of Jada Shada. I am beyond proud of Jada Shada. Like, this was so freaking good.
And she was so smart putting her pads on her dress doll.
Yes. As you see, I got multiple shots of this because, honey.
Yes. The makeup was right. Oh, what pores? What chin? I mean, you can see it right there. But
stop that.
Any other side.
You can't tell Jada Shada.
We've been getting a lot of follows from some of the queens. Follow us on Instagram, please.
Yeah, especially our Down Under queens. If y'all are watching, hey, Minnie and Queen.
Hey, I love you guys.
So Miss Jada Shada obviously is my favorite.
Yes, same.
Oh my god! Oh, so good, so good. But the win went to Miss Fierce Delicious, and I get it. Jada's second look.
I completely understand.
Yeah, Jada's second look didn't give us the category, and hers did.
Right.
So, like, I think I still would have gave it to Jada because you know me, I like to put the outfit they made a few points ahead than the other two categories. But I completely understand why Fierce Delicious got the win. She did an amazing job this week. So, like, it works for me. It's just I would have gave it to Jada. If it was hosted by DesmondTanner or Danny Renee, this would have gone to Miss Jada Shada, but Fierce did an amazing job.
Danny Renee and Roxy St. James.
Yes. It's just good job, Fierce. Well deserved. But our bottom two ended up being Vivian Vanderpuss and Kimmy Couture. Do you agree with this bottom two?
Based off the outfits, yes.
Yeah, yeah, because Gisele did a great job, even with the bottom of her dress not completed. So
Mm-hmm.
it just, yeah, as much as I hated it, yeah. But they lip sync to Control Alt Delete by Rev. What did you think of this lip sync?
Oh, Kimmy gave it.
Kimmy,
Kimmy
as,
laid
as
it
you
all
see,
out
the
there.
lip syncs are, I mean, the screenshots are blurry because that's how fast this hoe was going.
Yes. She was
Eating.
just like, give you this, give you that,
And,
Yes.
and Vivian, she was doing a good job too. I'm not gonna say she wasn't, but baby, this was the Kimmy show.
Yes.
This
This
was the
was
Kimmy show.
Kimmy's lip sync. She was just, no. Yeah,
This reminds
all
me
of it.
of her drag mother, Miss Isis, when she went against what was it, Adriana? Baby, Adriana was not on that stage. It was just Isis.
Right.
I remember it was that everybody say love. Because I remember she did that. I'm like, you better get it, Isis. You better lay low. This shot right here. This Miss Kimmy. Miss Kimmy.
Yes, Kimmy said, I'm gonna lip sync for my life.
And I wonder if the whole House of Couture can perform like this, because if so, we need more of them on the show. I love a queen that can perform, honey. I really do. But yeah, clearly I believe that Kimmy won this lip sync. What about you?
Yes, no question, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I agree. Even they stood up, which Kimmy did do an amazing job.
She
Kimmy did.
did. I was like, okay.
Okay.
And normally I don't pay attention.
But they did their little head nod, they read each other's minds.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooklyn announced that
I missed the passing of the note cards.
even though they were blank, still I missed the passing of the chords. And the only reason we know they were blank is because somebody took a screenshot of Jeffrey handing the card to Brooklyn. And if you zoom in, you can see the bottom of the card and it's blank. Like you don't see any handwriting written on it. I'm like, damn, at least write something on it.
Right.
To make it look like
notes.
going on. But unfortunately, that means we have to say goodbye to Vivian Vanderpuss. Oh, I really wanted her in the finale. I really did. But right before they went back to Untuck, Brooklyn announced, oh, next week's the finale. I'm like, what?
Right.
And we discussed possibilities on why they shortened the season. I think it might have something to do with the fact that Canada versus the World, they shot it right after they did this. So I'm like,
right.
cut an episode so that they can bring in Canada versus the World and do that. Or was everybody, starting to get sick? So we needed to hurry up so that we quarantine to get them back in time for Canada's versus the World.
Something.
I don't know. But yeah, we have our top 4. And I was kind of upset they didn't give us are you team Jada Shada? Are you team?
Right. They put it on Instagram.
I know they did, but usually, at the end of the episode, they line them up, be like, are you team this queen? Which really makes me think they rushed this. Like, I think this was a decision they made on the day. Like, hey, finale's next week.
Right.
Like, we just made this decision, girl. It's next week. We not playing with y'all next week. So
right, because if they don't bring back any of the queens, then we'll know really something was really up.
Yeah, which I hate because usually we get to see the queens come back for the final episode on the international versions, and I would like for that to continue. So, LaCresha,
yes, sir.
Are you team Jada Shada Hudson, team Kimmy Couture, team Miss Fierce Alicious, or team Gisele Lullaby?
Jada and Fierce, even though Fierce is not in my top 4, and you won't let me put her there.
Because it's the top 3 that we had to choose.
I know.
We didn't add when we found out it was going to be a top 5 for US 14, so we're not going to add here. Just know when we do Canada season 4, you'll get to choose 4.
Okay.
So, you got to pick one. Who is going to win Canada's Drag Race season 3?
if I'm being for real, I would say it's a three-way because I know they're not going to give it to Jada as much as I want them to give it to Jada. I think that would be doing too much. I think it's between Gisele and Fierce, honestly. If I have to just pick one, because you're not gonna sit here and say nothing until I pick one, I'm gonna say they're probably gonna give it to Gisele.
Okay, Team Gisele, honey. Now I tweeted this at Simply Desmond. As
Yes.
much as I don't like this lady, I am officially Team Miss Fiercelicious. She's done a great job this season.
She has. Oh my
She
God.
had her one fault. She did her lip sync, and she has slayed ever since.
Even though she's been obnoxious the whole time.
Oh, got on every nerve I had.
Every nerve.
My heart.
I think that's gonna be my criteria from now on.
Yeah.
Instead of my gut feeling and the one I like the most, I'm gonna just go with the one I dislike. That seems to be the formula now.
My heart is screaming Jada. I would love for them to crown Jada.
Yes.
I really am going to go with Miss Fiercelicious. I think she is going to win season 3 of Canada's Drag Race. And she's not even in my top 3. You know, I had Kimmy, Jada, and Chaos. So hey, I got 2 of the top 4. Look at me.
I got 1.
You got 1. Oh, just 1? I had Vivian. I had all of them, but Vivian had to go get herself eliminated this week. No, who did I have? Because I remember having Vivian in my top.
I don't know, because I can't find the Post-it note that I had my list on.
Honey, I'm going to be a biscuit real quick. Hold on. Let me stop sharing, and I'm going to pull it up. Because we still got a little bit of time here.
Well, while you doing that, I'm going to go get my food. Because I got ice cream.
I am sick of you ordering food while we is doing this. Let's see. Our Drag Race predictions. So before I announce what our predictions were, let us know who you are down at the bottom. Are you Team Jada Shada Hudson? Are you Team Kimmy Couture? Are you Team Miss Fiercelicious? Or are you Team Gisele Lullaby? So let's see here. Canada season 3. Here we go. Here we go. So I had Jada Shada Hudson, Chaos, and Vivian Vanderpuss.
Okay.
So I did not have Kimmy Couture. Oh yeah, because I remember she was that 4th one. I couldn't decide between her and Vivian. That's what
right, because Fierce was my 4th that I just couldn't.
Yeah. So I only have 1. So we all have 1 going. We both have 1 going into the finale, and that's
just
Jada Hudson. And you know,
because I think we have almost the same roster.
We had 2 of the same, and we both had Chaos and Jada Shada Hudson. I had Vivian. You had
Bombay.
Yeah, you had Bombay.
Bombay held so much promise, and if you saw her look,
I did
the look,
her incognito
posted, huh?
The incognito look.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh.
Yes, Mama. But yeah, I would love for them to crown Jada, and if they do, great. That's an extra point for me. But I honestly think it's gonna go to Fierce next week. I really do. I really do. So let us know down below whose team you are on. And we're going to wrap things up here. LaCresha, where can they find you on the social medias?
You can find me at Cresha McGill, that's CreshaMcGill on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SimplyDesmond. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you celebrate Labor Day, have a great Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. And we will see y'all tomorrow with our Secret Celebrity review. Although we know who they are.